Moving on to masculinities and well-being. So research confirms a strong association between rigid norms about what it is to be a man and men's negative health practices and vulnerabilities. First, we have substance abuse. As we all know, men are more likely to drink too much alcohol or use drugs kapag stressed sila or pressured or na sila yung mga problems. So sometimes men feel like dapat dili sila mag-show og emotions or mag-ask og help. It's because society expects them nga dapat strong lang sila. Tungod ani, some men try to deal with their stress by drinking alcohol or mag-use of drugs instead of like talking about their problems or finding healthier ways to cope. So over time, this can become harmful to their health and even sa ilang life. Second one is all about mental health issues. So according to my research, men has the highest suicidal deaths compared sa mga babae. I think 69% because men are less likely to ask tabang when they are experiencing depression or like suicidal thoughts. This is often because daghay tao ga believe na dapat kung lalaki ka, dapat strong lang ka and you should not show your sadness or weaknesses. Because of this pressure, some men keep their problems to themselves instead of like talking to their friends, family, or professionals. As a result, their mental health problems may become worse because they do not get the support or help na ilang kailangan. So third is physical health problems. Men are more likely to die from illnesses related to alcohol and substance abuse. This happens because some men drink too much alcohol or mag-use sila harmful substances for a long time. Tungod ani nga mga habits, it can damage their body, especially their liver, heart, and brain. Because of this, men may develop serious diseases or health problems that can lead to death if maga-continue gihapon sila abuse sa alcohol or drugs. Now let's move on to family formation, fathering, caregiving, and domestic rules. So in the past, men were mainly expected to work and earn money for the family. Ang ilang main responsibility was to provide financial support so the family could have food, a home, and other needs. Because of this, fathers were not always expected nga mag-show sila emotions or be very involved in taking care sa mga bata. Instead, 'di ba, ang mga mama gyud were usually the ones who stayed at home, maga-take care sa mga bata or sa ato and maga-manage sa household. While fathers on the other hand were seen as the providers who earned money. So this created no a clear division of rules between mothers and fathers in many families. So this means that men help the family dili lang by working and earning money but also by supporting their children in other ways. For instance, sa school activities like sports or school events, church, or other programs outside the home. So by doing this, fathers help guide and support their children's growth and experiences, even if they are not always the main caregiver at home. So their presence and support are still important in helping the family function well. So, research has found that men usually drink alcohol more than women. So, many men drink more often and in larger amounts. Because of this, men also more likely to experience problems caused by alcohol, such as health issues, accidents, family problems, or conflicts with others. Sometimes this happens because some men believe na ang pag-inom is gasyo na masculine or lalaki gyud sila. So, protest masculinity means that some men respond to their struggles or lack of power by acting out in extreme ways. Sometimes they break rules, being aggressive, or rejecting social norms of being a good man. So, for instance, a young man or a man who feels ignored or wala girespeto at school or work might act tough, disrespect authority, or get into fights to show that he is still masculine in his own way. While this behavior is meant to claim power or respect, no, it can also create problems for themselves and the people around them. Lastly, we have caring masculinity. So, caring masculinities have become more common since the early 2000s. They show that men can be caring and supportive, which helps promote gender equality. And so, after years nga ga-fight ang mga babae about the equal rights, caring masculinities act as a positive way to challenge the old idea that men must always be in charge. So basically, this means that men can also express their feelings, makatabang sila sa household chores, mag-take care sila of their children, or support others emotionally and still be considered masculine. So this type of masculinity encourages men to be emotionally present while still being themselves, challenging the idea that men must always be strong or unemotional. According to Edley and Wetherill, men who approximate this form of masculinity are viewed as a form of new men. This means that men who are kind, supportive, and involved in caring for others are seen as different from the old idea of men who are always strong or in charge. But this called new men, mo na ni sila ang new men who can express emotions, help at home, and support others, showing that being a man doesn't mean ignoring feelings or responsibility at home. And that pretty much it for this lesson. Thank you for listening.